Midcarders, your guys. It is AJ. Usually I say Aunt P, but Aunt P's not here right now. So it's DJ Larry.
AKA the invisible member of this podcast.
Yeah, right. The invisible,
Man.
honorable,
Yeah.
the head booker,
Yeah.
the low key booker, the
The
one that sits in gorilla.
what did I call myself last time? The secret anonymous GM.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
anonymous GM.
It's
You might
GM.
be Bruce Pritchard.
I am
You
Bruce.
might be Bruce. Yeah,
I
you
am
might be
Bruce.
Bruce.
Horns and everything.
Right.
Yes.
But it is us, man. This is the Midcarders and Catering podcast. This is episode 47. I know it looks like we skipped over a number, but I gave y'all a bonus episode from Spaces before. So I'm counting that as 46. So we in 47. Episode 47. Midcarders and Catering podcast. We got DJ Larry in the house.
Absolutely.
Of course, it's me. It's AJ. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. A little rusty because that week off was just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I got very, very relaxed. Very relaxed. You know what I'm saying? But again, we were able to knock out a Twitter Spaces or X Spaces, whatever you want to call it nowadays. We were able to knock out an X Spaces following payback. It's 2 weeks now. It's probably 2 weeks ago, right? So
yes,
yeah,
2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks Saturday. So
it'll be 2 weeks.
By the time y'all hear this, it'll be 2 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks. So we was able to, knock out a space, and then what a great time we had. You know what I'm saying? Doing that Twitter Spaces and everything. Plus the other craziness that happened literally that morning. So we had to cover that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was nuts. Like everybody knows CM Punk fired from AEW. We already talked about it. It's already been said. It's been talked about, talked over, talked backwards, talked forwards. We know what happened. It is what it is. CM Punk is out of AEW. So we're not too late in the swing of things. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot has transpired throughout the the last week and a half too. And we'll get to that.
Yes.
Later on down the line here, but first I gotta ask my guy, my brother DJ Larry, like how we doing, bro?
Man, listen, man, God is the greatest, brother. I cannot complain. Life has been good. My friends are good. My family's straight. I can't complain. I will say, shout out to my co-host on Show Your Work Network, Experience Podcast Conglomerate, Razzmatazz. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, man, we took a break as well. Nelson went on a cruise. If y'all want to know what his experience,
shout out to cruising.
Yeah, shout out to cruising. But everybody also stay safe. Getting colder outside. It's flu season coming back up. A lot of different stuff happening this fall. So y'all, I'm not telling y'all to be paranoid. I'm just telling y'all just to be careful. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, definitely.
Shout out to Nelson. He won his cruise for his birthday. You know what I'm saying? He's 32 Entertainment now. So and if you want to hear how his cruise went, check out Show Your Work Volume 142. Just dropped on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get podcasts. Also, the video is on Spotify now as well. So please check that out. And yeah, Winston, shout out to you. Everything you do for us. Youngin in the cut, as always. Shout out to you. So the union as a whole, guess it from the stands. My guy Earl, my guy Marcel. Even you, Jamal Shakur, aka the Matt Riddle of the union, because I'm not your bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's not big, bro.
I'm not your. That's what we gotta start telling him from now on. I'm not your bro.
Got hit with the Goldberg.
I'm not your bro. So, yeah, man, we're doing a lot of good things, man. And while we were on vacation, I actually dropped an episode that me and AJ recorded a while ago, which was Rage Quit Volume 2. So if you go on our YouTube, and so us watching a lot of funny, Rage Quit videos from different streamers, different personalities. We had a ball laughing our ass off at Ciabatta Mitch and Speed and some of these other guys. Like the one where dude slammed it and it went over his head. Like it was yeah, y'all check that out. And I'll say this upcoming Show Your Work episode is a lot of announcements. Some are Show Your Work centric, some are Midcarders and Catering centric, some are Guessing from the Stand centric. So I would highly suggest you tune in and get in tune with these announcements we have coming up. It's a lot of big stuff coming up for everybody involved, man. So shout out to everybody out there, Random X, Black Announce Table, who just celebrated the 300th episode.
Yeah, shout out to Black Announce Table for celebrating their 300th episode. Shout out to Eve. Shout out to Manny. Shout out to Cody Dre. Shout out to Mouse. Shout out to Miss
Chris
Ann. Shout out to everybody
KP,
over there.
Everybody.
KP.
Yes.
Good work. Good job. Job well done. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to check out their 300th episode, is up on YouTube
right now.
So right now.
Yes. There's a lot going on. If you're, it's a great time to be a Black podcaster. Great time to be a podcaster. Absolutely. Period. So shout out to all the guys and girls doing the damn thing, man. So yeah,
most definitely. On my end, man, it's just been like just cooling it, you know what I'm saying, trying to like enjoy the last few days of summer that we got. Basically damn near fall now, you know what I'm saying?
Favorite time of year.
Fall. Best time of the year, you know what I'm saying? Like, football, college football, like everything, you know what I'm saying?
For those out there, me and AJ are actually battling each other in fantasy football this week.
Motherfucker.
So I don't know how it's gonna go. All I know is if AJ comes back extra happy on the next episode, y'all know why. But
listen,
I don't know, man.
Cartier Buffaloes and the Union Fantasy Football League, bro. I cannot listen with them Eagles defense. Eagles defense was off the chain last night, and then what's messed up. I had Eagles defense. You had Jalen Hurts. Every time Jalen Hurts did something, the loudest fuck will come out of my mouth.
Nah, man. You know who hates us the most, man? My guy Mike Mack, man.
Mike. Mike. Shout out from Guesses from the Stands, Mike. Yeah, Mike won us. Mike won us on t-shirts. Yeah, he won us on t-shirts, bro.
Oh snap! But yeah, nah, man. It's been fun with that too, man. But we got football, basketball is right around the corner. And how can we forget, man, the greatest, you know what I'm saying, the GOATs themselves, man, Mortal Kombat.
Yes. We gaming, man. We are gaming.
Man. And before I get too deep into Mortal Kombat, AJ has been doing a fantastic job. I almost said fantabulous, new word.
Yeah.
With Starfield, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Cadet AJ, man.
Space Cadet. Astronaut status, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be running that back on the streams again soon.
Yeah, y'all tap into Super AJ / Fire Marshal AJ, man, in space.
Right. But yeah, man, even going back to the gaming tip, because like you said, MK1 just dropped this past week. Early access for us with early access that paid to $5, you know what I'm saying? Like, and oh my goodness, enough can't be said. We're gonna talk about it some more. We're gonna talk about it some more. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What a game. You feel me?
Man. I knew what time it was when I saw some of the previews, and again they remade the commercial, bro, and they got Batista to do it, bro. Like
some real money is in that. Real money is in that.
Shout out to Big Bill Ed.
Right. Ed Boone the Troll.
Yes, a real Chicago-made legend. Yes.
Yeah. And he's even trolling us in the game too. But we're gonna talk about that too. We'll talk about all that. Yes. So now I got Larry here with me. You know what I'm saying? But we actually are doing some groundbreaking stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? Here at Midcarders and Catering, like, you know what I'm saying? We are a wrestling podcast. We've been doing so for almost a year now. You know what I'm saying? We coming up on that year one tip of doing this. We got more of that to come too. You know what I'm saying? More stuff out of that coming. But with wrestling and everything, you get the privilege to speak to certain people who are in the sport, who are a part of the talent wise, who are like, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning of their growth within the industry and everything like that. And we have a real special thing for our listeners here on this episode. You know what I'm saying? This guy, man, you know what I'm saying? Like he's homegrown, man. He's from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? He's from Detroit. And it's very, very special to me that he's given us the privilege to have him on our platform, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, I've been able to see him in person too, like to watch his talents, you know what I'm saying, in person. And it's just been absolutely amazing to witness. But with that being said, I didn't talk too much, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I put my guy over before I bring him on. But allow me to present, you know what I'm saying, none other than the one and the only Jordan Holt, Detroit's own, North Carolina.
What up, though?
You know what I'm saying? What up, though? You know what I'm saying? We here. You know what I'm saying? We got our guy in the building. You know what I'm saying? So Jordan, like, what's up? What's good, man? Like how you feeling? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm a little hurt, but you know what I'm saying? Comes with the game.
Right.
Shit, I'm good though, man. How y'all?
We hanging in there, man.
I'm hanging in there. I'm good, man. I'm doing really well. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, like, you know what I'm saying? You got money back, so it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of money in the room right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me make hold on. You said there's money in the room, man. So let me make sure I,
tuck your chain.
Hold on. I can't go without, you know what I'm saying, giving my man applause.
Man, AJ, look at how far you've come, man. You went from having me as the first guest, period.
Wow.
On Midcarders and Catering. Now we're inviting the first wrestler, and what a wrestler to choose, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna let Jordan hit us with a little bit of his background. You know what I'm saying? And then we got to hit him with the question. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all know the question, but first, you know what I'm saying, Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Tell us a little bit about yourself, bro.
All right. So originally I'm from Detroit. I moved to North Carolina in like 2013 or whatever. I was still in like, sophomore year high school. Not my choice, but it is what it is, and it worked out for the best, probably. About right before the pandemic, I started training for wrestling, which is a weird time to choose it, right? In hindsight, of course.
In hindsight, yeah.
But I started training in 2020. Little bumps in the road because of the pandemic or whatever. But by February of 2021, I had my first match. Since then, I'm trying to hit it as hard as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So I wanna okay, so I was able to finally see you at, I want to say, MPW Breaking Point.
Yeah,
that was
Metro
the first
Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, Metro Pro Wrestling Breaking Point. So I didn't know of Metro Pro Wrestling's existence until actually you sent me the flyer saying, "Hey, yo, come, you know what I'm saying? This is, I'm gonna be wrestling here this week and everything like that." So I want to show our people that's gonna be watching this visually. You know what I'm saying? I want to show the people exactly, like, you know what I'm saying, what you working with out there. So bear with me. I mean, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There's more. There's more. There's more. Let's see. No, that's not it. We're not done. We're not done. The craziest spot that night. I'm sorry. I got to hit him with the craziest spot. Now, In case you're wondering who's that saying what the fuck, that was me.
Yes, it was him. Fire Marshal AJ was definitely like, yo, shut this down. Call the police.
So I just had to make sure the people know, the people see exactly how you get down. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. So again, you're from Detroit, you from the city, you know what I'm saying? Like we both. So first I gotta so what high school did you attend?
High school was Harper Woods High.
Harper Woods, okay.
Yeah. So by the time I got to what was it, like maybe 7th grade, we moved over to Harper Woods from I used to live over on like Harper.
Okay.
Where Harpo's is. Y'all know
Yeah. You from my hood.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
I live like right down the street from Harpo's, like
Okay.
where the little grocery store is, and it used to be like a White Castle over there or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, which my house is no longer there at all. It is what it is. And I grew up over there, and then we moved over to Harper Woods, and I went to Harper Woods High for the last like 2 years I was living there.
Okay, so you're a fellow East Sider, man. So yeah, I already knew I would rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm right from Warren and Forest. I'm from that area, right over there on Holcomb, like not Riverside, but like close to the river. You know what I'm saying? Right before Mac. So yeah, you from the hood, man. You know what it is. You know what I mean? So I guess from there, and then Harper Woods High. Shout out to Harper Woods. You know what I'm saying? It's right next door to you know what I'm saying. The East Side. The thing about the East Side of Detroit, the East Side it has its big parts, but the East Side is so small.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like Harper Woods is like a sidewalk square away from like the Gratiot area.
Literally
you know
across the street from Detroit. Like it's
yeah,
a little median in the road
yeah.
that separates Detroit from Harper Woods, like where my house was.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, I can go across the street from my house and be back in Detroit.
Yeah.
That's how the like city lines work.
That's like where I'm from is in Tennessee is Millington, which is literally like right. Millington goes right into Fraser, which is part of North Memphis. So, you know, if you ever hear like Yo Gotti, Juicy J, Project Pat, all the different guys talking about North Memphis, like it's literally like right up the street. Now it's Millington and Fraser are two completely different places, but it is like it's right there. Like you're right there outside. Like so it's still the 901, you know. So
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So I guess so being that me and you basically from like the same neighborhoods and everything, so it's kind of like our wrestling journeys might be somewhat similar. They might, you know what I'm saying, they might have intersected a little bit there or whatever. I gotta ask you the question, you know what I'm saying? It's a question that we always ask our guests, you know what I'm saying? So especially you as a talent, you know what I'm saying, you as a performer, so to speak. I mean, because it has to be a lot of things that inspired you to get to this point. So who was the first pro wrestler or wrestling event, like whatever, who was it or what was it that got you into pro wrestling that said, yo, this is what I want to do?
I'm curious for this one.
Typical, right? I grew up a baby kid.
All right.
So I'm the youngest. I was sneaky, but I was a baby kid, low key. Yeah. So obviously the Hardy Boys, right? And it's because of what was that? No Mercy 99. My cousins had it on. Yes, my cousins who are also baby kids had this on like DVD or VHS, one of those two. And somehow I left their house with it. But that's pretty much what got me into it. I was like 2, you know what I mean? Watching that in like 99. Because I remember being 3 and drawing like all my favorite wrestlers. I'm drawing like the SmackDown set. I'm drawing the Raw set. Misspelling a lot of this stuff. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much when I started watching wrestling at like 2. Maybe a little bit before that. But as far as like my first memories, 2 years old, that ladder match with Edge and Christian versus the Hardys.
And that was
the Terry Invitational.
Terry Invitational.
And that was basically the genesis of the TLC.
Yes.
Because a lot of people like to say it started at WrestleMania 2000, but really,
no,
it was definitely that match. It was that ladder match. And then people talk about that ladder match. They talk about the 2000 ladder match, but really, like, my favorite, I'll say my dark horse TLC match was the one they did on SmackDown that nobody can find.
Ooh. I know what you're talking about.
You know.
Yep.
Talk about it.
Nope, it don't exist.
It don't exist.
Don't exist.
They put that on TV. I was like, yo, because I remember at the time, like, I mean, let's see. This is what 2000. So I'm like 13.
2001.
2001. So I'm like 2013, 14 or whatever. And I remember they put that on TV, and I said, oh, we getting a TLC match on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think all three of us in here can agree that tape trading was pretty much the art form in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? The neighborhood and at school. You know what I'm saying? Or like your cousins.
A little bit before my time.
Yeah, like DVD trading. You know, DVD trading.
See, I wasn't trading my stuff. I wasn't giving my stuff up.
Yeah, I feel you.
I was steady with my wrestling, bro.
Yeah, I had a whole homie who would take the stuff for me, and he would bring it to school for me because he knew I didn't have cable.
Okay.
So he would bring the Raw episodes. He would bring the pay-per-views and everything that my people wasn't paying for and all that shit. You know.
And Jordan, let me tell you something. Like, because me and you not that far in age, but I will say, by the time it got to the DVD era, it got so much easier to do that. Like, having to do that back then, first of all, VHS were not cheap. Let's talk about that. VHS were not the cheapest thing to get. Then you had to go through the process of taping everything, making sure it didn't cut through, making sure you got everything. Because ain't nothing worse than getting something and the tape cuts off right at the ending or something like that, or it fizzles out. So and keep in mind, like, a DVD player at the time is already kind of wonky. So imagine a VHS player, you putting hours and hours and hours on this VHS tape player. Like, it was not fun. So yeah.
So I'm like 26, just so people don't think I'm too young.
No, that's what I said. I'm
30.
I'm 30. I'm just making sure we
get. That's my youngest brother's age. So
yeah. You're not no 18-year-old kid.
Right.
I used to go to, this is how I like watch Raw and all that stuff, because I didn't have cable either until like maybe 2003. But like those years of not having cable, I had to go to like Gibraltar Trade Center, and it was a dude.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all know him.
But
it was a dude up there. He had like Japan stuff. He had ROH. He had like all that like indie stuff, non-WWE stuff. He had WWE stuff too. But that's how I first got into that stuff. But I didn't have no money, so it was just like if my mom felt like paying for it or whoever I was with. That's how I got a glimpse of that stuff. And it was only if I was interested in it, because I had to recognize somebody on the disc, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Or I would go to like Suncoast, and what mall was that? Fairlane had a Suncoast, and they would have like ROH in there. They would have CZW, and I would recognize some of those people. Like I would recognize like Samoa Joe from Impact or AJ Styles from Impact. Like, hey, I know him. Let me grab this tape real quick.
Right.
Or if it was the only wrestling thing in there, I'm like, all right, I know this is wrestling. Let me just grab it, see what it's talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I had to do. If I knew about tape trading, I probably would have had somebody record it for me or something like that. But I had to get like the best of Raw. Had to get like all of that before, or see the recap on like them, like C shows they used to have, like
Velocity.
Yeah, Shotgun Saturday night.
Yeah, I used to have to watch that on like channel 38.
Yeah, my man was watching Sunday Night Heat right before the pay-per-view. Like, dang, awesome.
I ain't gonna see that.
I didn't see that neither. I was on cable.
Because Sunday Night Heat would come on USA.
Oh, it would come on USA and like TNN.
It would be an
hour
before.
Had to do a recap, or I think Bottom Line came on like channel 38, something like that.
Yeah, 38, channel 38,
Dance
WADL.
Party. Dance Party.
Dog, that's look, a lot of my wrestling came from channel 38 as a youngin.
They had a lot. Like women's extreme wrestling on there.
They had ECW. That's the first time I saw ECW. First time I saw ECW was on channel 38, and it was like, and I talked about this before. I talked about it like when Base was on. It was like a Saturday night, almost like 1 a.m. type tip, and then I'm to go to Channel 38, because remember, Channel 38 was kind of like that. It was kind of like that, like comfort local shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that local comfort. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like you'll see like some local Detroit rap videos and shit like that. Yeah, man. Like it was crazy. 7 Mile to Belle Isle will come on there, bro. So
Damn,
you remember?
He throwing some names out there, boy.
So, and I was like, yo, I want to see like Blade Icewood videos and shit like that. So then, like all of a sudden, ECW come on. Then like next thing you know, that's the first time I saw Rob Van Dam. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? And he doing the RVD, doing the like. This is young Rob. Yeah, hey, you see, that's the real Paul Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Like he doing the Van Terminator, and I'm like, okay, this isn't like whoever this guy is, that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it's legit how it was.
Y'all lucky, bro. I missed out. I thought I was doing something because like my first exposure to ECW was unfortunately it was not unfortunately. I love the Invasion. It was the Invasion. I'm probably the only person that loves it. But like every time I seen them come up, I was like, yo. I don't care. I'm rocking with the Alliance, bro.
Listen,
Booker T. I'm sitting here trying to do spinneroonies in White Castle. I'm doing this in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I know that like a lot of wrestling fandom likes to always bring out the Stone Cold pop from January 4th with Mick Foley, where he helped Mankind win the WWF title. Mm-hmm. To this day, my favorite Austin pop of all time is that Invasion when he came back and he stunned everybody in the ring. Yep. That is the listen, that was the one. That he stunned I watched the other day. He stunned 10 people, bro. He was going crazy.
I need the real Stone Cold.
He said, "Where's the old Stone Cold?"
That man was playing pool trying to get some change. He's like, man, let me go ahead.
01 Stone Cold was a menace, man. Remember when Kurt Angle blindfolded him and almost threw him off the bridge? And he kicked him in the kiddie pool.
Hey, listen, look, man, that Invasion, look, I'm sorry, the Invasion aged well to me. It aged well.
That's my comfort watch.
See, the Invasion is only uncomfortable for people who are WCW fans and were I just love WCW too much. Because really and truly, Paul Heyman talked about it in his Inside the Ropes interview about how he was able to get a lot of guys jobs because of the Invasion angle. So ECW guys were looking great in the Invasion. It was just people were just, and I get it. If you were a DDP fan, if you were a fan of this person, whatever, but I mean, let's be real, bro. If I got Jericho and Angle and the Hardy Brothers and
and Redacted
and
Eddie Guerrero and Perry Saturn.
I was trying to avoid
I saved you still.
But I will say we got all these guys. I'm sorry I'm not putting Sean Stasiak over. Sorry, it's just not gonna happen, man. Mike Awesome, all these other guys. Look, sorry, but I got Brock Lesnar coming up in my underground right now, man. I got John Cena, Batista, Randy Orton as little dudes on the way up. So
right. So that OVW class is coming, brother. So
right after,
crazy. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what goes. It feels like the invasion was literally a year. That was a year. So really more like 8 months, and then you get into 2002. That's OVW coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Brock literally starts that next year. You know what I'm saying? And then, but we still at that time we still got Austin. Still got a little bit of Dwayne still. You know what I'm saying? We got those guys, and then 03 John Cena. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how that whole period went. You know what I'm saying? In between all of that. So I want so as a performer, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you started before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So to speak. So okay, so you got it. So let's see, you about year 3 now. About year 3.
Yeah.
Year 3, year 4. So okay. So
year 3. Yeah.
Year 3. Option year.
So right. Most improved player. Yes.
Right. So right now you're in North Carolina. This is like where you're stationed. So like what is the I won't say the league or like the federation or like what is the promotion that you are mainly working for right now?
I got to give a shout out to Extreme World Wrestling, XWW. They give me so many opportunities to just become who I am right now, as far as like giving me chances to do promos. That's really helped my promo game by giving me so many opportunities to do them. So many good matches, as far as like being with more experienced people that have really helped me pretty much mold me into seeing if I can rise to that occasion and see if I can hang with certain people. As well as Apple City Championship Wrestling, who I have a match with this upcoming Saturday from the time we're recording this. They also helped me. They gave me some opportunities very early on. I was just trying to message everybody and just trying to get a spot. You know what I mean? They were people who were like, all right, we got you. And then I guess third, Action Pack Wrestling in Chester, South Carolina.
Okay.
Also giving me so many opportunities, and I'm very grateful for that. So those are like the big three, and then just so many more in North Carolina. There's a plethora of promotion that I could put over, but those are the main three right now.
Nice, real good. So shout out to definitely all those promotions, and you know what I'm saying, I commend them because they helping my brother out. You know what I'm saying, they give my brothers shows, they give my guy time, because let me tell you, like your presentation, your outside of your ring work, you know what I'm saying, and like the chemistry that you have like with Vega, which is, I'm not mistaken, he's like, y'all have been tag partners before, you know what I'm saying, y'all literally have had a tag team before, like all of that. Like I want to shout out, I want to point out like your ring gear, you know what I'm saying, because this is another untapped thing about you that's also similar to myself and Larry and pretty much anybody involved with this podcast, is that you're a gamer, because that definitely was one thing that stood out to me when I saw you get in the ring and I looked at your tights and I was like, yo, is that Mortal Kombat 2 labels he got on his joint? And I was like, no, that's hard.
No, even for me, when I was doing my research and watching some great Jordan Holt matches on his YouTube page, which you can check out right now. If you go on Jordan's IG page, you see his shirt. It's got the inspiration. I ain't gonna say where for copyright purposes, but it's got the inspiration there too, gaming wise as well. So he's true to this. I mean, he's talking to us with a gaming headset on right now. Like, this is true to the game, man.
To the game. So I gotta so that's another part that we gotta talk about with you for a second. You as a gamer, so like where did this begin? Like where did this start? Like what was your, because clearly you're a Mortal Kombat fan. So let's just put that out there right now. So like where did gaming come in, and how much this has inspired you within your art form of like pro wrestling?
Let me see. Shoot. That's a good one. All right, so I didn't get a console myself until like GameCube. So that's like 2003 or 4. That was the console that I owned. My brother had like a PS2. I don't think I played that too much. And then for PC, before I had the GameCube, I had WWF Raw on PC, which I was trash because it's PC and I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't even have a controller for it. I'm trying to use a keyboard and mouse, and I'm like 5. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, hold on. Hold on. All right, because there's like 2 different WWF Raw. Now,
the first one. Oh, no. The one that
not
came
the
on
Dreamcast
Xbox,
joint,
the Xbox one,
or the Xbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say the Goldberg one or the Ahmed Johnson one. Which one we talking about?
Who was on that cover?
I think it was either Triple H. I think that was either
Triple H was. I think Triple H was.
It might have been Hunter and Goldberg.
I think it was like Hunter, Goldberg, and Kane.
That's what
Let me see. I'll do this.
Yeah, do the knowledge.
I'm gonna do the.
But it's the one right before the Goldberg when I had the.
Actually, I'm looking at the cover right now, and we weren't wrong. It's Kane, Jericho, Undertaker, Triple H, and your guy, my guy, are Jeff Hardy. So THQ. I'm looking at it right now. Came out in 2002 on Xbox, and then Raw 2. Yeah. Raw 2 is Triple H, Goldberg, and Scott Steiner.
Yes.
So
they put Steiner on that cover.
Hey, bro.
Wow.
Hey.
It was Raw.
I mean, it was Raw, but damn, like I didn't even know, because I know they was trying to do the Steiner push at that time.
Nah, so this game came out in September 03, so I'm pretty sure they probably did this shoot probably earlier that year. Remember, he was fighting Triple H at No Way Out, so I'm pretty sure they thought that Steiner was going to be there for the long haul.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to them, but yeah, they didn't do the Steiner math on that one, but yeah.
So we start off on PC playing Raw.
Yeah, I'm
on PC. So did you do WrestleMania? Did you do like Day of Reckoning and all that on GameCube? Okay.
Let me get back to that. All right, GameCube. Actually, coming back to Mortal Kombat real quick. Okay. The first like 3 games I had on on GameCube. I don't know if they all came with the GameCube. Like I know they used to give like 3 games when you buy the console itself, or maybe they bought them separate, whatever. But I had Frogger, like Adventures or whatever. It's like the 3D one. It was open world Frogger. I didn't play that one as much.
Yeah.
Because I also had Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which I got so many hours on that. And then my favorite of the series for this franchise, controversial, whatever, is the best one. I don't care what nobody say.
I know what you're about to say.
Vendetta is the other game I had.
Oh no, I'm about
to the best one. I understand people
the
love
first. You talking about the first Vendetta?
The first one.
That was mine.
That's the best one.
I'll say this: Fight for New York has a much better presentation, but gaming wise, Vendetta was definitely the better game.
It's Vendetta just with Ghostface Killer.
That's what I'm saying. Like Vendetta gave me my fix for post Akil. THQ, No Mercy, like that gave me my fix for that, because they wasn't making no more after No Mercy.
Also, that's funny because me and you have a similar thing. So I had Vendetta on GameCube as well, but I had Fight for New York on PS2. So that's funny.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I played Fight for New York, but Fight for New York was more like, that wasn't like wrestling based. Like that was more like, let's scrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it literally
that was
like just
WCW backstage assault.
Basically, like when you go backstage on one of the games, like that's all that shit was. Well, so starting off with the GameCube. So of course, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be just like me and Larry right now, you know what I'm saying? We all tapped into MK1.
Yes, sir. Yes. I was playing before I got on here.
I was like right before SmackDown. I was on MK1. I was in the lab. I was doing the invasion mode, that new invasion crypt mode. Like, bro, I got itchy trigger fingers right now. Like, I'm ready to
listen, bro. When I tell you he's been on it, like last night. We were doing something last night, and I looked at my phone. I said, "Oh, this man on Twitter." So I trolled him a little bit because we were doing our show, and I was like, "Yo, we're watching you from our show live." You know what I'm saying? Watching you on Twitch play Mortal Kombat.
I was in the lab, bro.
We had to cut it off because he was getting into the story mode, and we didn't want to spoil it for nobody. I was like, I had to show him, like, no, we see what you're doing, bro. So,
Hey, look, listen, Ed Boon. If you hear this, shout out to Ed Boon.
Shout out to Ed Boon.
Shout out to NetherRealm. Shout out to all y'all. I know we not getting another Mortal Kombat for like 3 years, but hey, that's fine.
Shout out John Tobias.
Shout out John Tobias. Yeah. Shout out to all them good people out there. Listen, y'all did y'all thing. Shout out to Megan Fox.
Shout out
to Kelly Hu. Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Facts. Yes. Whoever the model is for Tanya, shout out her too.
Shout out to
shout out to the model for Tanya. We ain't gonna get too crazy in this. I just like that people are finally saying, okay, Tanya is actually good, and like all this toxicity shutting up. Because I ain't gonna hold you. I am a no justice guy. I ain't gonna hold you, but I am glad that Tanya's getting her just doing this game, and I'm glad that people are playing this game and actually just shutting up and enjoying the game. That's what I care about.
That's what you gotta do, bro. It's a video game.
Exactly.
Yes, that's all it is. It's a video game. Like shout out to all them those character models. everybody.
It's the best looking Mortal Kombat.
Dog, like this game
it's
like
amazing. I thought 11 was, but this one, like
11 looked great.
And
11 looked great, and I even liked the whole marketing behind the who's next and all that shit. Like that was by far some of the best marketing I've ever seen for a fighting game.
Jean-Claude Van Damme in the game. First of all, the voice person they got for Jean-Claude sounds just like Jean-Claude.
I thought it was Jean-Claude.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's not, but it's close. It's close, but but he's crazy. And then the way they got his what's that movie?
Bloodsport. I think.
Bloodsport. The Bloodsport fit.
I saw that in there.
Like you can't
hard.
You can't like this. This is it, bro. So this is a shameless plug for Mortal Kombat for NetherRealm. Yeah, man. Salute. Y'all did the thing with this.
So like okay. So before we transition to the next portion, I gotta ask, right now, like, so who, all three of us, who's your main right now?
I'll go first. So I literally first time we playing it was right before this. So maybe
okay. So we ain't there yet.
2 hours ago. Because all right. So my homeboy and I was like, hey yo, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna bring my system. I'm gonna bring Mortal Kombat. He hasn't played the beta, none of that. Neither have I. I'm like, all right. Yeah, so I'm like, we might as well both just jump into this fresh. I could have played it last night, but I'm like, all right, I'll just wait. So I waited until like 2 hours ago and we just jumped in. But so far, I already know I'm probably gonna be Scorpion because he was so easy to pick up. As usual, that's always my main.
As usual, yeah.
MKX, me and Scorpion, you're not messing with me. MK11, you're not messing with me. I'm just saying. And then honestly, Tanya is fire. Tanya got some crazy stuff, and I haven't even like gone through the combos yet. This is just me button mashing, just trying to, what I'm saying, get a quick W. But yeah, it's probably about to be Scorpion and Tanya.
Okay.
Scorpion and Tanya.
Maybe Rain because I'm a big Rain guy.
Okay, I'll go
Rain. Listen.
Yeah.
I said it, but I'm gonna let Low Hiller.
Nah. So it's funny you mentioned Rain, right? Because I haven't picked this one up yet. I've seen gameplay, I've played just a little bit, but I haven't gotten into it, right? But as much as so if Jade was in the game, that would be my main, right? That's me. But I will say I love the comeback of the other ninjas, and so my most intriguing characters of this game who look the best to me are the other ninjas, Reptile, Smoke, and Rain. They have been going crazy. They've been going crazy. And Smoke looks like he is just like, So when I pick it up, it'll be Smoke, probably for sure.
Okay. Smoke's nice.
Hey, let me tell you something. Smoke is really like that.
Yeah.
Smoke is really like
that.
Smoke is really like that.
Yes.
I've always been like them teleporting characters.
Yeah.
Whatever, you can call me cheesy, but like that's my Eddie Gordo of Mortal Kombat. Like, when in doubt, I'm picking somebody that can teleport. And
I will say this.
All over the place.
Side note, I did play that Tekken 8 beta.
I need to get on that too.
Yeah, boy. Yeah,
I wait for it to come out, but yeah.
I'm a Harang guy.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah,
so am I. Like, Harang. Listen.
And if I want to be like, yo, God, please give me harder battles, I'm Steve Fox.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nah, I see what type
give
of guy
me harder
he is.
battles.
Nah. I'm a Harang guy. I would also say like I like kicks in like combat games. So Harang, Cammy, Jade. You kind of see the,
I see.
Yeah.
I'm picking King. That's always been. I'm hard-headed because King is not always easy. Especially if you playing against somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yes.
Boy, if I catch you, you're done.
But very fitting for what you do professionally.
If it's a game that got a wrestler in it, I gotta see what it's talking about.
King is a goat, man. Shout out to
what's my man's Leroy.
Okay.
Yeah. Get back on there because they brought him back, right?
Yes,
I think so.
Yes, he's in 8. Yes,
as he should.
As he should be.
Shout out T-Pain.
I was gonna say Thundercat, but yeah.
I'm seeing Thundercat in October. Actually, I'm going to Atlanta to see Thundercat.
I'm thinking about going, bro. I mean, I got to get my funds right. I ain't gonna hold you, but if I can, hey,
I understand.
Thundercat, listen, man, drop that new album, my guy. I know it's in the oven.
Yeah, he's still going on. He's still doing drink. What was that? The drink.
No, that's the one after joint. That. It's I always forget the name of it. It's the one that got black walls and It Is What It Is. Yeah,
okay.
It is what it is. He's still touring that right now. So,
yeah. Shout out Thundercat. Shout out to Leroy. Shout out to Tekken 8.
Shout out to King.
Shout out to King.
AKA
Tiger Man. AKA Tiger Man.
Shout out to Minoru Suzuki for the mocap.
Right.
Back in the day. If you know, you know.
Yes. Yep.
So so I said my main was Smoke. My main right now is Smoke. Man, but I really like Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is so fire.
Johnny Cage. Every gameplay I've seen of Johnny Cage, I'm just like, how is he this raw?
Johnny Cage is raw. Smoke. This might be the best Liu Kang. I know this is early. This might be the best Liu Kang. It might be the best one.
So my co-host, he does Mortal Mondays, like on Twitch. He's like, he's the Mortal Kombat guy, right?
Yeah,
so
he is.
He did a playthrough last year called Mortal Mondays, and it was like he went through and beat every single Mortal Kombat every single one. Okay, so,
did he do mythologies?
He hasn't done it yet, but
did he do Special Forces?
I think he did.
I think he did do Special Forces and Shaolin Monks.
He did Shaolin Monks. I remember that. That final. Yeah, so he's done them all, and I've seen him like Liu Kang is his main, and yeah.
Lou is nice, but Rain.
Man. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm not going. Don't be surprised at Evo next year. You see a lot of people playing Rain. Don't be surprised. That's all I can say about that.
You know who's a character that's like interesting to me for this one? Katana. I really want to see
Katana's fire. Katana is fire.
Katana's like on this
Katana is fire.
I'm gonna have to find my Jade fix. You know what I'm saying? So
Katana, Melina's good too.
Melina's nice.
Yeah, she's really nice. But Katana, Katana's like that for real. Yeah, she's like that.
I might have to be a Melina main too, because what I'm noticing is with the X-rays, it's easy to block those. At least just in the 2 hours I've played, I've blocked a lot of them. So you gotta like really catch your opponent off guard. I feel like Melina got that. Also, where is Johnny Cage's like energy blast? Does he not have that?
Yo, because I was thinking.
My homie said he ain't got it, and I tried to hit it. I'm like, all right, I know the input.
He got the shadow kick, of course, shadow uppercut, but like the energy, the green energy ball, like it's just like not there. Yeah. Like, so I don't know.
Something is telling me that eventually in one of these updates we get, it'll be like, if not an added move, it'll be like a part of his like hidden fatalities or something like that. Something like that.
If you know, like, okay, so if you haven't listen. Listeners, if you haven't played MK1 yet, you know what I'm saying, it'll be out the day after this podcast drops.
Yes.
But officially be out there. But I think if you look in the game like right now, you can tell that they're going to be adding so much more into it. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like they're going to be adding more moves. It's going to be it's a lot of things that I see they're going to be doing with this version of Mortal Kombat that they haven't done quite before. So man, like it's like just to be in this year, like where we got Street Fighter 6, which is a classic. It's going to be a classic, you know what I'm saying? To MK1, then we get into Tekken 8. Look, fighting games are back, bro. They back. Like I don't know what to tell you.
And catch us all year.
Catch us all year.
Twitch, Discord. Wherever fades are open, so
yes, they are. We are in the dojo.
Sign me up.
The academy, not the dojo.
Oh, we're in the academy. I'm sorry, we're not in the dojo. Not in the dojo. That's an inside joke, Jordan. That's something we would have to tell you off air. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Shout out to Winston. It's a long story. It's a long story.
Redacted.
Let's forget you heard that.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk.
So I want to transition it back to the wrestling scopes real quick before we let you get up out of here. So I think it would be very cliche to ask that one question, so I'm just gonna skip right over that. So like, I mean, you're a performer, so like, I want to know your ideal dream opponent. Like, who is your ideal dream opponent? And a part two to that question is, who is your ideal tag team partner?
Ooh. And I have a question for you when you get done with those two.
Yes.
So
I can only pick one, right?
I give you one and an honorable mention.
All right, hold up. AJ, I got one. Hold up. Yeah. Let me interject. Just to say, one of my questions was going to be, name a wrestler, because I know you're younger.
Yeah.
So name a wrestler that's retired, that you're not going to have a chance to wrestle, that you wish you could have wrestled. So I guess you could break that up like active wrestler, retired wrestler, tag. Yeah. And what's the third one, AJ?
The tag. Oh, it was tag match. The tag partner.
Yeah. I think. Yes. So just to reiterate, name one active wrestler that's a dream match. Name a retired wrestler that's a dream match, and name the dream tag team partner.
Oh, okay.
Any promotion.
Any promotion. It ain't got to be it could be New Japan. It could be anywhere.
The match I think about a lot is Minoru Suzuki. That's one I would like. Just to see what I can learn like afterwards, like looking back at it. You know what I'm saying? There's so much knowledge I feel like I could get from that. Honorable mention. Montez Ford. Honorable mention.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Because I just showed you doing a frog splash. So there you go.
Oh, he got it. He got the frog splash. He can have that.
It makes sense.
But yeah, Montez is dope. Yeah, definitely Montez. Honorable mention. Tag partner. Do I get an honorable mention for this one too?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you one. Yeah, you got one.
Shinsuke Nakamura, tag partner.
Hold on. Is this New Japan Shinsuke or is this current? Oh, don't even matter.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my guy. That's it.
Hey, man. All right. And then honorable mention.
Ooh. Honorable mention. Okay. Miyu Yamashita. I think she's in Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Yes. Yeah. Miyu. Yes.
Yeah, her.
Okay.
She has the best like spinning heel kick, whatever you want to call it, in the game. That skull kick, fire.
All right.
Find a compilation. Find one with the Taco Bell sound, and that one is fire. Listen, she is fire.
So look, AJ doesn't know this. I have my own notes here, right? To ask you, right? Let me tell you something. I am a person that hates when I see super kicks, spinning heel kicks, any type of move where they don't land it clean.
Yeah.
And while I gotta give Miyu her credit, I'm not just saying this. I literally watched your matches.
Mm-hmm.
The way you're able to hit a spinning heel kick clean on the button, I gotta give you your props. I know Miyu's cold. Yours ain't no punk though, bro. I gotta give you your respect. I watched and I was like, nah. Finally somebody's hitting these, and it don't feel like they caught a cramp 3 seconds before they hit it, bro. So thank you.
You gotta stretch before you do any of that, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
If it don't look nice, I can't do it. If I don't feel like it looks good, I can't do it. Or else I'm like, I'm just playing. You know what I mean? So that's important to me to make it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Nah, yours is dope, man. Y'all go check out the matches, man. I was like, he actually did it. Like, finally, someone's actually doing it.
Look, listen, I'm not gonna gas, bro. Like, Jordan is nice, and I'm not saying this because this is the homie from the crib. Like, Jordan is really like that, bro.
Yes.
Like, he's really like that. Like, and it's just not even just what you do in the ring. It's just like your whole presence, even outside of that, like your whole presentation. Like, I honestly can't wait to see you on a bigger stage one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still young, you still got your youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you only gonna get better. You know what I mean? Like, you only gonna get better, and then I'm gonna be able to look back at this and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally been watching him from the start, early on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and then the good thing about that, about you getting better, you're gonna start seeing people that come up from behind you that's gonna start moving like you do. And they're gonna be like, yo, that spinning heel kick, Jordan Holt got the cleanest one out there. That's the guy. Like, that's who I got it from. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better give my man them flowers. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
So yeah, man, like, just keep it up, man. Keep it going. Keep moving. Keep taking them dates. Keep getting them bags.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to get out there.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I had a couple questions for Jordan if he didn't mind answering.
Let me get your question about what was it? What was the question you just asked me?
Oh, but I talked about the spinning heel kick, and I was talking about retired wrestlers.
Yes.
I already know who. Oh, okay. Well, what retired wrestler would you say? All right, I gotta get a match. God damn it! Who's cutting onions, man? That's my goat, bro. So
I was so tight when he retired. I was like, bro,
I almost cried. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I saw Tanahashi crying, it almost got me. I was like this close. I had to remember where I was, but I was like, look, bro.
They did the ceremony. They played his music. I'm like, bro, come on,
bro. Listen, for him to be. Literally, his gimmick was, yo, you're a temporary anime character, right? We have an anime show that we're promoting, and you're going to be this anime character, which is Bio Armor Riger, and you're going to be this character. So for him to take that gimmick, run with it over a span of 4 decades, like, I know Rey Mysterio is going to go down as the greatest cruiserweight, as he should, but Liger, hey, man, if somebody got Liger up there, I'm not mad at it, because dude, he had everything. Yeah, everything. So
the thing about Liger that's so special about him, like, for me, I look at Liger like I look at Spider-Man.
Yes.
Like, anybody can wear the mask. You know what I'm saying? Because he was around that damn long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, damn. Like, you're not supposed to retire. Like, because I've never seen your face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the crazy thing. I'm not even funny. I think they're on Tiger Mask number 4. And he wrestled he unmasked one of them. Like, he's 5. He's on, he's on, like, well, there is 5 because Coda was one of them. He was Tiger Mask W. He's fought all of them. And the thing is, it's him in the, like, they never switched him out. Then, he had the Keishan Liger with Muda. Like, he's that guy, bro. So shout out to that. But shout out to Jushin Liger, man. I was gonna ask you, because I mentioned before we went live, I did watch a couple of your matches, and the matches I watched. The first one, let me get the name right. Give me 1 second here. First one was I knew his last name was Prince. It was Christopher Prince at XWW Tidal Wave 2023. Jokingly, before I ask this question, I don't know how you were able to go through that match and keep a straight face when you were blowing that damn whistle.
I had to focus on keeping that whole in,
bro. And especially when you were messing with Manny Mac's Gucci hat. Like, you kept messing his hat up. That was funny. But I noticed that your interest thing is Diet Coke by Pusha T.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to ask you, what's your process of picking your interest music?
It got to be something that, like, I can listen to in the car.
Yeah.
Number one, I need to know the lyrics. That's like my whole thing. I like to rap into the camera.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It just helps me get in the mode. And you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But that's one of them songs, like, when you hear it, I had it on repeat. So it's like, okay. And I got like a whole list of potential theme songs, ones I haven't even used yet.
Okay. I was gonna ask you what almost made it, but I ain't gonna spoil it because I want you to
go through it. I can go through it. That's fine.
Okay.
I got some more Pusha T in there too.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that was one where I was like, yo, this is dope. This video is dope. So I just added it to the list. And then as I'm going through stuff, that just stuck out as the one. Number one, it had a nice intro. And I just started imagining, okay, I can let this intro play, like the little Fat Joe part in the beginning. I can let that go. And it also, like what he says, yesterday price is not today's price. That can apply to wrestling. So I'm like, this might be the one. So I tried it out like once, and then it's stuck since then. Like when I see people bobbing their heads, I'm like, okay, I might be on to something. When I get to the back, and people are like, yeah, the entrance theme is cool. I'm like, oh, this might be the one then.
No, for sure. Nah, only have 2 more questions for you on my end. And I was watching your match with Malachi. First of all, y'all put on a banger. Like to see 2 brothers go at it like that, y'all put on a banger. Now, I have to ask you, there's a famous Samoa Joe spot that he does in every match, right? Where it's about to be a crazy bump, and he's just like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. He just walks away, right? So when I saw Malachi jump over the guardrail and get you in the crowd, I was like, all right, what spots are you like, you know what? I ain't taking that kick. I ain't taking that. I ain't going into that shit.
I don't know. There's a lot that not too many things I wouldn't do. You know, I think the ones that stick out the most is anything involving, fire.
So no flaming tables for you? Okay.
Not right now. You know what I'm saying? That's that's TV stuff.
I got you.
That, and then I'm iffy about blood. You know what I'm saying? Very iffy about blood. Like I don't got any that right now.
That makes sense.
Can I just grab like a headlock real quick? Like, I love mat wrestling. Like, I mean, we can, maybe that's where I'm a little hesitant. But even then, like, it's wrestling, and I've watched so much that I know eventually that time has to come, and I'm not opposed to any of that stuff. I don't oppose to a lot of styles of wrestling. Like, I know a lot of people aren't into death matches. They aren't into lucha. They aren't into intergender. I love all of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what wrestling is. It's a category for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for me, I would like to be able to have a hand in each category, even if some are less than others.
For sure.
But just to be able to adapt to any circumstance is what my goal is, or one of my many goals.
And that was ex-WWE Cruel Summer. That was a crazy finish you guys came up with for that match. So salute to that. I thought it was gonna go one way, then y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch it.
Y'all gotta
shout out to Malachi, bro.
Yes.
If y'all don't know that name, y'all are going to very soon.
Nah, he's nice. Yeah. He's nice. And then the last one I watched was UNZ Vega, and this was ex-WWE Warface. And first of all, I gotta give you credit because that gin and juice finisher is nice. Okay. I love it. I'm a guy that loves drivers, whether it's a Tiger driver, a Falcon Arrow. So yours, I want to ask you 2 things about this match. First, do you prefer outdoor or indoor matches? And second, what was your process of coming up with that finisher?
I always prefer indoor.
Okay.
Just because Mother Nature can happen at any point in time.
Absolutely.
That match with Zay, it rained beforehand. So we were slipping and sliding all over the place. Luckily I didn't slip and fall, bust my ass. But indoor, you kind of prevent a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as that finisher, that came from me just like workshopping a lot of stuff. Just trying to figure out something that stuck. And I was doing a Falcon Arrow, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's a little pop, but I'm like, it needs just a little more something. You know what I mean? It's like a little stamp on it. So then what I usually do is I'll literally just go in the game and just go through moves. It can be an old game, it can be a new game or whatever. I just go through like move lists and just look at moves just to get some type of inspiration. And then I saw that in there. I was like, ooh, I already do something similar. So I think I got this one. You know what I mean? So I went, tried it in training a couple of days. I was like, okay, I think this might be it. Tried it at a show, got a big pop. I was like, okay, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. And then the name itself comes from because it's similar to a Hoovy driver.
Yes.
Juventud Guerrera. aka the Juice, which
is
where the Juice and Gin and Juice come from. I didn't want to just call it a Hoovy driver, you know what I'm saying, because it's not quite his and it's not as good as his. So I'm like, all right, let me change up a little bit, but I still wanted Juice in there. So I'm like, let me think. And then a lot of my stuff is based off of either rap or something in our culture. I was like, okay,
for sure.
Let me think. I was like, oh, Gin and Juice. All right, let me go with that. Ain't nobody calling it Gin and Juice.
Yeah, for a guy that came up and his first experience watching wrestling was, Invasion and all these, No Mercy 99, and we talked about the Invasion. You got a lot of respect for those late 90s WCW cruiserweights,
it's
man.
Fire. It's so good. And nobody does any of that stuff.
Nah.
So like for me to study that stuff, I'm like, oh, man, this is easy.
We'll definitely talk off air about some stuff for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think like if I guess I have no more questions. Like how Larry just pretty much just knocked it off the park right
Larry
there.
Was prepared.
If you don't have one, I do have one. I think this is great to ask him now at this age.
Yeah.
One, and that's all right. You started wrestling 3 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So, what would you tell yourself when you first started wrestling 3 years ago, and what do you hope to accomplish in wrestling 3 years from now?
See, now that was one of my questions, and I skipped over that one.
Hey, man, me and AJ are brothers, man. The synergy, you know what I'm saying? The synergy.
Yeah. Let me see. 3 years ago. I don't know, man. I think I've surrounded myself with good enough people to where I can, follow a great path. Maybe just travel more. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Granted, I try to travel as much as possible, but even then, I would have traveled even more. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of what pro wrestling is hopping in the car and going places. So I would have done that very, very, very early on. Also, I'll probably take more chances on myself. Don't get comfortable with certain things. A lot of the things that I've learned and that I know now, I probably would have applied those 3 years ago, as far as like being more vocal and being more of myself, but turning it up. I didn't learn that, and I'm still learning it, but I didn't learn how to really hone in on that until recently. So definitely 3 years ago, that would have helped even more had I known that. You know what I mean? And then, what was your question?
3 years from now.
3 years from now, what would you like to say I've accomplished, or a goal you have to accomplish within the next 3 years?
In 3 years' time, I would like to have had wrestled outside of the U.S. Definitely in another continent. Definitely like to knock some of these dream matches off, but again, that comes with traveling more and just getting more exposure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I guess it may be cliche, but everybody wants to be on TV. So in 3 years' time, I would like to have been on television. You know what I mean? I'd like to have that experience, because that's even more that I can learn from just working the TV aspect of everything.
Absolutely.
And see what I can learn from that to help me out in the future. And I think lastly, 3 years from now, I would like to be, because I know it just came up in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 500. That's another goal. You know what I'm saying? And people have different viewpoints on it. But I mean, if I'm wanting this exposure, if I'm wanting to travel and I'm wanting to be recognized and noticed, that's a place where I can be noticed. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
It would be foolish of me not to want to be a part of that. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Especially seeing like people that I know in that. Like shout out to Lucky Ali, he's in it.
Oh wow, Lucky Ali
was in the 400s. I don't remember. He's in it. Bojack's in it. My trainer George South is in it. You know what I'm saying? So to be surrounded by those guys is just fire to me. You know?
Really dope.
Just to be in any type of publication with people like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, you know what I mean? All those guys, just to be in that conversation, you know what I'm saying? Might not be at the very top with them, but I'm still in that same book as them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Absolutely. And I definitely could see that for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like as like you said, as you get better, as you train more, as you get more exposure, like it's only up in the stars for you. from here.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Shout out to my trainers.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to your trainers. Shout out to them for making it to the PWI 500. Like that's huge. You know what I'm saying? That's life changing right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, something you can show your kids, man.
Like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right there.
Definitely. But I think for the last question, man, it's no simple. It's just like what does Jordan Holt have coming up soon? Like what events do we got coming up? What future bookings we got? So so the people know they gotta tap in and watch you. You know what I'm saying? Especially the locals down in North Carolina and everything.
Yeah.
I would definitely say tap into my social media. I'll be posting stuff that I can't talk about yet. Okay. You know what I mean? Stuff that's in the works that I don't want to even hype myself up too much about. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of stuff to be announced. But as far as things that I know of right now, I've got, when does this air? Next week?
Yes.
From now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Monday.
Okay. Yes.
I've got a lot of stuff with Extreme World Wrestling XWW. Okay. We are running a lot in the upcoming months. Like I'm talking like 2 or 3 shows a month, which is dope. That's a lot of wrestling. That's a lot of
absolutely
good wrestling. Yeah. So if you check out XWW, you can see their dates. I might just pull it up here. Might as well get the exact dates for you guys.
And also, just for the people listening, because just for clarification, XWW is based in Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte, Monroe, Matthews. You know,
okay. My podcast co-hosts are in Charlotte, so I have to tell them.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, and the other one's in Winston-Salem.
Yeah, Winston-Salem, which is right there.
We everywhere.
We come on, Union, man. We global, man. On,
okay. Okay, so September 22nd, I have Premier Wrestling Federation. That's in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Off on the coast, near like Wilmington or whatever. But we're doing a tag league, which I'm looking forward to. It's a random drawing tag, which me and my tag partner are going to be there. Cam Jackson, Isaiah Vega, Cam Jackson and I. So hopefully we get paired together. We'll see. Hopefully I don't have to wrestle my own tag partner. That's going to be awkward. Long car ride home. But that's September 22nd. September 23rd, I have XWW in Matthews, North Carolina. That's our first time in Matthews. I believe we're going to be downtown. So that's going to be a dope show. And then I have another XWW show on the 29th of September in Charlotte at Lenny Boy Brewing Company, which to me, those are probably my favorite shows. Number one, it's close to my house. 2, that crowd is just fire every time. You know what I mean? That's a good city to be in. That's a good spot to be in. That's a good venue to be in. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
For sure. Yeah. Respect. So make sure, man, y'all keep your eyes open, ears peeled to this, to everything that's coming up soon for Jordan. Jordan, if you want to drop your socials, like where can the people find you?
Yep, that's Jordan D. Holt on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever. TikTok, that's at Jordan D. Holt, HOLT _ maybe.
It'll come up.
Right. Yeah. It'll come up. By the time you type in Jordan D. Holt, it'll come up. Right. But those are the main 3. That's you can find me on pretty much everything.
For sure. So my brother, I definitely absolutely appreciate you coming on, man. Like, absolutely.
Look, thank y'all for having me, man.
Without question, without any. But I'm just going to tell you, like, you got this forever, right? Like, you are our first talent on this podcast. So, like, period. So when we somewhere, you know what I'm saying, on ESPN or some shit like that, you're like, yeah, that podcast right there. I was the first guest talent to be on there. So, you gonna be putting us over. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
which I didn't even know I was the first. That was
yeah, you are the first.
I didn't know I was there. I was like, me?
I was like, really?
Listen, man. Listen.
Hey. So hey, like, you got this. This is historic. This is history, and I'm more than proud and glad that it's somebody from my neighborhood that's on here. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is just the best thing ever. But again, bro, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you, man. We looking forward to everything that's coming from you.
Thank you.
And for you in the future. And that's it, bro. That's all we got. So shout out to Jordan Holt for coming through.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Salute to
y'all
too, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man.
Oh yeah, man. We appreciate that.
It's so dope to have this type of
space, for sure, man. You know, this ain't the last time we'll, you know.
Oh no, we got. Matter of fact, when you win the strap, when you win the belt, you got to come on here with it, bro.
Yeah, with the belt. Yes,
with the belt.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
So we got to get you on here. But with that being said, man, we'll be back for part 2. Thank you for listening to Midcarders and Catering, a weekly podcast focused on pro wrestling. Midcarders and Catering is produced by Amir Johnson. Written, researched, and hosted by Amir Johnson and Anthony Page. Original score by Justin Motizzi Ward and Aaron A. Train Fuller. Midcarders and Catering podcast is powered